class of 2023. This is Mrs. Tritton, and today I will be walking you through how to fill out your registration card. The purpose of the screencast is to inform you of the changes to the registration process, to provide you with important information about graduation requirements, and to help you make well-informed decisions about which classes to take your junior year. This year, there is a huge change where students have the opportunity to register for classes in 3 different ways. You could either be completely seated. This is the traditional in-person at Benton High School 7 hours a day. You could be completely virtual, and that's where you take all 7 classes through the St. Joseph School District Virtual Academy, or VA. You'll notice on your registration card that virtual courses will have a V at the end of the course name. Or you could be a blended student. This means you take a combination of seated courses at Benton and classes through the Virtual Academy. It's important to seriously think about what is best for you and your learning styles and what is best for your family as well. So make sure you take your registration card home and discuss these options with your parents and guardians. It's a big change and we will get used to it. Some more changes to think about is the classes you sign up for now are what you are going to be assigned next fall. There will be very little, if no, changes to registration after we get your schedule done, especially for virtual courses to a seated course, or if you are in a seated course and you want to go virtual, that's probably not going to happen. So be aware of that as you choose your classes. This year, the process for registration will go as follows. You will get your registration card from your English teacher on Wednesday, February 17th. You will then choose and circle your class selections and write in your alternates on your registration card. Here in a moment, I will walk you through each section of the registration card to make sure you have circled all 7 credits worth and written in your alternates. You will then take your registration card home and discuss your selections with your parents and guardians. Make sure you get your parent and guardian signature after they approve of the courses you are taking. We will not accept a registration card without a parent or guardian signature. You will then turn your signed registration card into your English teacher no later than Tuesday, February 23rd. On Wednesday, March 3rd, you will receive your registration card from your first hour teacher. You will then be called to Modus Gym to upload your selections to the parent-student portal in PowerSchool. It is important that you have your laptop charged and ready to go that day so we can upload those courses into PowerSchool. This is just a quick refresher. Every student from the St. Joseph School District must complete the 24.5 credits listed below. A year-long class equals 1 credit, and a semester class, like Family Foods, equals a half credit. Every student must earn 4 credits of English, 3 credits of social studies, 3 credits of science, 3 credits of math, 1 practical art. A practical art course is a woodworking class, metalworking, Family Foods, World Foods, sports marketing, High School of Business, and 1 credit of fine art. Those classes could be Foundations in Art, Exploring Music, Theater Arts 1, String, Orchestra, Band, Choir. 1 credit of PE, a half credit of health, a half credit of personal finance, and 7.5 credits of other electives for a total of 24.5 credits. If you have questions about your credits, please feel free to speak with your school counselor. You may notice on your registration card that some courses have a tiny star or an asterisk beside them. That indicates an honors course. You are able to receive GPA points on the honors or AP dual credit scale for up to 4 classes per semester. If you have questions about this, again, feel free to come speak with your school counselor. In addition to being recognized as a valedictorian, a salutatorian, and in the top 10, students have the opportunity to be recognized with the Latin Honor System. The Latin Honor System allows more students to be recognized for their hard work. You will realize that there are 3 categories of the Latin Honor System, and depending on your GPA, your test scores, your attendance, the amount of AP and dual credit courses you take, and the amount of extracurricular activities you are involved in will determine what level of the Latin honors recognition system that you will be in. It's time to start thinking about the ACT score. Taking a rigorous course load is best for achieving a high ACT score. Most colleges and universities require an ACT score for admittance, and scholarship dollars depend on it. If you have not already taken the ACT, it would be a good idea to start thinking about it this summer. Also, you'll notice when we start circling courses that some classes require an ACT score. So if that's something you're interested in, you can sign up for that ACT. Also, if you qualify for the free and reduced lunch program at school, you are eligible for 2 fee waivers. If you have questions about the fee waivers, ask your school counselor. And if you have questions about your status in the free and reduced lunch program, ask the main office. Some of you may be thinking, what do I do if I failed a course? Go ahead and register for classes like you have passed everything up to this point. First and foremost, the school counselors, which is myself and Mrs. Engel, will put you in the classes that are required for graduation. We will adjust your schedules over the summer to make room for you to retake those failed courses. So, for example, if you failed English Language Arts 10, we will put you back into English Language Arts 10 or credit recovery if there's room. Please, just a friendly reminder, failed graduation requirements must be taken until passed. At this moment, make sure you have your registration card in front of you, a pencil, and write your name at the top. These are the courses you'll need to take this next year as a junior. You will choose and circle one class in each of the following categories: English Language Arts, Social Studies, Math, Science, Personal Finance, and 2.5 credits of the electives of your choice. First, we'll start with English Language Arts. If you want to take the virtual class, you will circle the course you want with a V after the course name. Your options are English Language Arts 11, Honors English Language Arts 11, Honors AP English Arts 11, and Honors Tag. There is no virtual option for Honors Tag. If you are kind of in the middle of if you should go Honors English or Honors AP, your teachers will be putting in recommendations on what they think you should take, and feel free to talk to them, for they are the experts in their content areas. Next is Mathematics. If you want to take the virtual option, circle the class with a V after the course name. If you are a sophomore and currently in Algebra 1, you will take Geometry next year. If you are a sophomore currently in Algebra 2, you have some options. You can either take any of the below courses. Algebra 2 is what I would say would probably be the best, but if math is your strong suit and, if you've passed Honors Algebra 2 with an A, then challenge yourself with some of these new classes. Applications of Math and Honors Math Reasoning and Modeling are new. They're more hands-on math and more math that you can apply to real life. One class, I believe it's the Applications of Math course, you get to build a model home. So that's something to think about. Again, your math teachers will be putting recommendations in, and feel free to talk to them about what course you should take. Also, remember that Honors AP Dual Credit Calculus, Honors Dual Credit Dual Enrollment College Algebra, and Honors Dual Credit Dual Enrollment Trigonometry have ACT score requirements. So if you select those and take the ACT over the summer and don't get those scores, the school counselors will put you in a different math course. Next is Science. Remember, if you want to take the virtual option, circle the class with the V after the course name. You can choose 1 year-long or 2 semester courses. Your options are Environmental Science, Physics, Honors Anatomy and Physiology, Honors AP, which is virtual only, Honors Genetics, Honors Microbiology, Honors Project Lead the Way Principles of Biomedical, and Honors Project Lead the Way Human Body Systems. If you are interested in the medical field, I would recommend taking Anatomy and Physiology, genetics, microbiology, and those Project Lead the Way courses. Those are great hands-on learning ways to get involved and see what you will be working with in the medical field. Next is personal finance. Remember, if you want to take the virtual option, circle the class with a V after the course name. Personal finance is required prior to graduation. If you've already taken it, I know some of you have probably took it over the summer. You go ahead and circle it. For those students who plan on taking it over the summer, plan on circling it as well. And then Mrs. Engel and I will take care of that when your summer school grades come in, and we'll put you in one of your alternate courses. If that doesn't make sense, please feel free to ask your school counselor. Next, we will begin choosing our electives. Those are our fun classes. You will select and circle 2.5 credits of electives on your registration card. Also, just a friendly reminder, if you apply to Hilliard Technical School, you may or may not be accepted. So you still need to choose 2.5 credits of electives to take at Benton or virtual. So just a reminder, just because you applied to Hilliard does not mean that you were accepted, so circle courses as if you were staying at Benton. So now we will circle 2.5 credits of electives for a total of 7 credits. Remember, if you want to take the virtual option of a course, circle the class with a V after the course name. Some electives are only available through the Virtual Academy, and some are only offered at Benton, so keep that in mind as you're choosing. The categories for electives include PE, JROTC, World Language, Language Arts electives, Business, Social Studies electives. In Social Studies electives, you will notice we didn't circle anything in Social Studies. That's because juniors now have the option to take American Government. So if you want to get your 3 credits of Social Studies out of the way, circle American Government. If not, you will take it your senior year. Science electives, Industrial Technology, Family and Consumer Science, Fine Arts, and Hilliard Technical Center. If you have not taken Intro to Ag, Food, and Natural Resources, it's usually at Hilliard, and students have to take the bus to Hilliard. Next year, you will be able to take that Intro to Ag class at Benton High School. Another change is you'll notice that there's some ACT prep courses in your electives. Those will count as practical arts. But those are a great way to earn a half credit and to prepare for maybe some sections of the ACT you might struggle with. So go back and check and make sure you have 7 credits worth of classes circled. Okay, now we will select our alternates. You will write in 2 year-long alternates and 2 semester alternates on your registration card. A year-long alternate, if you see your second choice of a class, it will have a 1 credit beside the course name, and a semester will have a half credit beside the course name. These are the classes you agree to take if your other class selections cannot be filled. For example, if you choose Foundations in Art and it's full, I will go to your first 1 credit alternate and put you in there instead. So make sure these are classes you agree to take. Don't just fill in the blanks just to fill in the blanks. Make sure you think it out and make really great decisions, educated decisions in filling out your classes for next year. It's important that only the classes circled on your registration card or written in as alternates are available for you to take next year. Again, options are limited and schedule changes next year, so please take your course selection seriously and make sure to talk to your parents and guardians about those selections. If you have any questions, including maybe what a class entails, your English teachers have a course description book that they can help you. Also, you can access this screencast on the Benton Counseling webpage, and you can click on this link and it will tell you some more about what, the prerequisites, about what classes need before you can take them, maybe what you will be doing in that class and what are the requirements. Ask your teachers. They're the experts in their content areas. Also, feel free to email us in the Counseling Center. I'm Mrs. Tritton. I'm the school counselor for students with the last names A through K, and Mrs. Engel is the school counselor for students with the last names L through Z. If you have questions about a virtual course, you can email the virtual school counselors. Those are Mrs. Green. She's the school counselor for students with the last names A through K, and Mr. Kibler, students with the last name L through Z. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at BHS_counseling, and be sure to listen to the announcements for answers to frequently asked questions about registration. Again, please contact us if you have any questions, and let us know if you need anything. Thanks.